The topic for discussion is the modern aspect of library management and administration. Nowadays, library is known as KRC, Knowledge Resource Center, and the personal designation is Director of KRC. So our Khalid sir now become a Director of KRC. At that time, I am a librarian of Amravati University Library, but the name is changed, or the KRC Knowledge Resource Center, and the designation of the librarian is Director of Knowledge Resource Center. Means there is a change of the functions of the library, activities of the library, and readers' requirement also. When the name is changed, means something is changed. So what is changed here? The library resources and the pattern of service is changed, and therefore we say not only the library but the knowledge resource center. It is a place that provides information, equipment, and support. There are three things. We need information, we need equipment, and we need support from various networks for acquiring the knowledge. Whereas the modern library should be designed in such a way that the readers get inspired for reading and increase the use of library resources. What is the motto of the Vachana Prerna Din? I repeat again once, whereas the modern library should be designed in such a way that the readers get inspired for reading and increase the use of library. There are two things, inspiration and to increase the use of the library resources. Not only library resources. Use of latest technological advances, tools will make it more convenient, user-friendly, and a pleasant experience to them. After my retirement from service, I got chance to go abroad in UK and USA. I go for 3 times, one in UK and 2 times for USA. And I take a chance to visit the libraries in UK and USA also, because my stay is there for 5 months every time. And I am keen interested to see the libraries, because I have already teach about the libraries, British Council Library, American Council Library, University Library Systems, Oxford University Library, Harvard University in my curriculum. And therefore, I am very much keen interested to visit that libraries, and I got that chance. I am glad to share some experiences with you. In 2016, I visited the Central Library at Swindon in England. That is a public library. Because in British Council, in UK, the public library system is very powerful in compared to India. And therefore, we are very much attracted by the public library system. And I take this chance to how this public library works. When I entered the library, I expected that I will to get the permission from librarian for the library tour, because I am Indian, so I know once you have to enter the library, you have to take the first permission of the library, and then you could go to the library. But there is no like that. However, my daughter, Dr. Padmeshwari, told me that there is no need of permission. It's a public library and anybody can access the library, anybody can visit the library, no need of Indian or British or anyone. Without support of any library personnel, I completed my library tour. The services and facilities available at the library are public access PCs with internet, free Wi-Fi, photocopying, printing, scanning, etc. It was a total self-library setup, self-service setup. It was a total self-service setup. Then I was surprised to see how they can manage. They manage in such a way with use of minimum power and using latest technology. So, in the context of India and in our public libraries, you cannot enter without the permission of the librarian. And then you cannot take the round or browse the books without the permission of the library. But here, the control of the CCTV or the control of the management is in a way that you cannot do any mischief. Our librarians are bothered how any person will come and disturb the library or theft of books, etc., etc. But I feel there this type of nature is not there. And how they can manage with the help of CCTV cameras and using all latest technologies. The leaders also browsing the books with the machine, they don't need any support from the staff. That means the minimum manpower, all of you know, in foreign, there is a less manpower. And therefore, they manage with the less manpower, this library, this is my point, and self-service setup. You go in the library, read the books or browse the books or take a scanning copy or print out or photocopying, etc., etc. And nobody is bothered about your activities. So this type of management is done in the Swindon Public Library. Then secondly, I visited the Oxford University Library. The Bodleian Libraries at the University of Oxford is the largest university library system in the UK. It includes the principal university library, the Bodleian Library, which has been a legal depository library for over 400 years, as well as 30 libraries across Oxford, including major research libraries and faculty, department, and institution libraries. Oxford meets the needs of its students, academicians, and the international community with a wide range of library services provided by the chain of more than 100 libraries. A chain of more than 100 libraries with the purpose of decentralizing, avoiding complex large setup and make it a simple system. So here I got the point. In the university library, we have a centralized university library. We have number of departments, but we give some books to the departments and say this is a departmental library, and for all other purpose, the readers come to the main central library. What they say, the total collection of that library is handed over to that college or that department, and complete setup is there and controlled by university library. And therefore they say this is a chain of 100 libraries. So this is a very largest setup of Oxford University Library, very well-known university and well-known library also. In 2017, I got the chance to visit Widener Library, Harvard University. This is again the very popular university and renowned university in USA. With the scanning of user ID card, the users get the entry in the library. So the picture is changed. Now here, with the ID scanner card, the users get only entry. Means this is the academic library. Nobody can enter without the ID card, and the ID card scanned on the gate without manpower automatically, as you know as well. The users allotted to take their laptop. The users allowed to take their laptops in library and use the free Wi-Fi, because we think each and every student, we cannot provide the laptops, and there each and every student have a laptop. So they go with the laptop with the library and make use of Wi-Fi and their furniture, etc., etc. So the picture is in the reading room. All the students will see they using the laptop in the reading room. Here is the picture. In India, we say the students pick up the books and read in the library, but I saw there use the laptops in the library, their own laptops in the library with the free Wi-Fi networks. In 2019, I visited the Texas A&M University, Dallas. There was a scheduled convocation and I was present there as a guardian of Kumari Apurva Yautikar Patil. She is from Amravati and therefore she asked me to attend the convocation. So I got the chance of to attend the convocation also. Here I took a complete round of university library. I again observed with the minimum staff running the library with the overall setup, simple setup of the library. Now, what I observed there, you can enter without the permission first. Then you can take complete round. All the display, just like a mall. They arrange the library just like a mall. And therefore, you need not expect from any personnel to help. You go to the stacks, you go to the journals, you go to the search the databases, or you take the laptop from the library and take the use of all these resources by your own. And the students of the A&M University and the academicians of the university are very well known to all these factors. So I think we can take some motivation from these libraries and try to accept some techniques of that library in our library so that we can also follow some automatic systems and use the minimum manpower. Nowadays, you know, if the library personnel is retired, then government is not giving the permission to fill up the vacancies immediately. So our libraries are also understaffed, and therefore we can manage the libraries with the help of technologies with short manpower or with minimum manpower. Now, in the context of academic library in India, we can concentrate on the following points. Now in the context of academic libraries in India, we can concentrate on the following points to make more user-friendly services. Information technology has become an inevitable part of the management of libraries. So, I come to the conclusion after the visits of these libraries and their management and administration of the library with the minimum manpower and use of the technologies. So I have raised some points here. One is library website or library web page. So all the information we have displayed in the library board, that is the collection, services, etc., etc. We have seen in the NAC. All the libraries have a board at the front of the library. So if there is a library web page, then the readers can observe the library or know the library at their own home. Then second, online membership. Today, we give the membership, you come to the library, fill up the form, then we'll give the membership allotted to the members. And this is some lengthy procedure, minimum 1 day will go for one reader. And what I think, nowadays, we use the mobiles and all the students of colleges in this last 2 years use the mobile. And therefore, if we provide online membership, then there is no problem we avoid the timing of the readers as well as the fast service. Suppose our Santa Gadge Baba Amravati University, a lecturer from Buldana wish to become a member of the library, and if there is a provision of online membership, he will become a member from Buldana itself. He does not need to come at Santa Gadge Baba Amravati and then take a membership. So this is the idea behind on this online membership. The third is user smart ID card. If we use the smart ID card and at the entrance gate, we keep that machine to scan the automatic control of the entrance gate and automatic control on readers, the nuisance is avoided. And in the NAC we say you come here and register your name, write your name, and how many members visited the library. This type of data we collected at for the NAC. So this type of data is automatically collected and it's a foolproof. Now fourth is the open access. Some libraries are giving open access services, no doubt, but some are hesitating today also to give the open access for theft of books. They are deprived from the theft of books. And therefore, we manage our libraries, or we say surveillance of the library is in that way that there should be no theft and the readers get the open access and self-service to the readers. The fifth point is web-based OPAC. Number of libraries have the OPAC. There will be a software, but the OPAC is not web-based. There you have to go to the library and search the OPAC. Means each and every time you have to go to the library. Always you ask librarian, you come to the library and take the services. Here the point is, some services they must take on online, and some services they will come physically in the library. The sixth point is self check-in and check-out stations. Today we have a library management system and we have good softwares, and with the help of software our library personnel issue the books and return the books. Means without the help of personnel the reader cannot check in or check out the book. So we developed this system, and some libraries have already, no doubt, but maximum libraries think on this point also. Then the free Wi-Fi. We have internet, we have some PCs available for readers, but we are not free Wi-Fi service in the library. Maybe some libraries give it, but maximum libraries are not or have not free Wi-Fi service. So you think about the free Wi-Fi service, then what happened? Some students come with their laptops and some with mobile, and they can take the service of the Wi-Fi only. They will come for Wi-Fi services only. Nowadays, you see there are some competitive exam libraries, and they have internet access and Wi-Fi, and they have privately run. Why not this type of service our libraries will provide? Then the availability of PCs. So if the access of internet access is increased, the students are increases, the readers are increases. So the availability of PCs is also important, because our student categories are from villages or in poor cities. Their condition is not to purchase the laptops, and therefore I suggest here to increase the PCs so that they can get access from the library. The ninth point is the membership of the networks. Library membership, just like in Play. You can add number of networks and with paid membership so that they will be always connecting to you. Then the databases. You increase the databases. 11th, network of university KRC and college libraries. Just like Oxford University. The Oxford University connected with the chain of 100 libraries. So we can also, our university library can also attach all the affiliated colleges libraries, because university library has not too much collection that is a chain of libraries. But they can do, or they can try, or they can think on this point, like Oxford University, attach all the affiliated college library to university KRCs. So there will become a chain in each and every university. Then the 12th point is CCTV surveillance. Nowadays, this is a very popular word, CCTV surveillance. Our houses are also with CCTV surveillance. Why not library? So those libraries not surveilling by CCTV, they must think about this CCTV surveillance, and one proper person look after this. Otherwise, CCTV is on and there is no person to check the CCTV at the same time. They will check the CCTV screen after some problem is occurs. This is not the thing. We have to online CCTV surveillance. Then the 13th point is, and the last but not the least important point is the self-service. So what I think today, if my experience is said, when you enter the library, first you come to the library, then he registered his name in the register, then he go to the stack, ask for the person a browsing book, means book issue slim, then the person issue the book, then he will get the gate pass, and then the gate pass will check at the gate. That means we give the 5-person service to each and every reader. 5 persons involved, and the one on the gate, one for book acquiring books, third is for book issue, fourth is for checking, and another is for internet access, etc., etc. Means one reader or one reader, we give the 5 library personal service to the each and every reader. If we set up our libraries with the self-service centers, then there is no need of these personals. They do their job behind the curtain. The student comes, punch his card, come to the library in open access the book, and by his own browsing the book and go out. And all these activities are captured by the CCTV, and the person available in the CCTV, he will observing his activities and manage the libraries with this help. So my idea is to look into all these foreign libraries, and in this library context, we can improve our libraries. There is not too much difference in libraries, because there is a shelf, there is almirahs, there is computers, reading room, facilities. We have all these facilities, but the problem is the methodology of the services, to given the services to the readers. Sometimes our readers fed up because of to talking the library personnel, or sometimes we fed up by the readers, and there is some quarrel or some misunderstandings. If we reduce the persons, there is some reduce the quarrel or the misinterpretation or interruption of the staff members to the readers. So we in this direction, and with the help of the automation, with the help of the equipments, we can improve our services, and the modern library and these modern aspects we will use. This is my ideology with the experience of these last 40 years and the visit of this library abroad. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir has visited so much special libraries in country and out of this country, and that's why he presented the practical approach in this topic, advanced technologies, various tools and techniques, and a fact which is to be going on. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I welcome Dr. Ranjit Dharmapurikar, sir, a very big name by his work in our LIS field. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Our next resource person, Dr. Kishore Mandgaonkar, sir. Let us, I introduce, sir. Dr. Kishore Mandgaonkar, sir, is a chairperson of BOS in LIS of SGB AU Amaravati University Amaravati, and is a member. He is a member of academic council and a member of faculty and a member of RRC also. He has a very big teaching experience at a various level of LIS education, from CLIP to MLIB and MPhil also. He has a research center, a very ideal research center in our district, and has under his able guidance near about 16 students have been awarded yet PhD degree, and two books have published, and two major minor research project also he has completed. Near about 30 MPhil students have been awarded his degree, and he has published near about 33 research journals, research articles in very renowned journals, international journals, national journals. He is also a very good friend of all LIS friends. So I request, sir, please deliver your speech as a resource person, sir. Please.
Thank you, Sharmani sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes.
Library and Knowledge Resource Center of Shiv Shakti College, Babulgaon, and STM Gilani College, Katanji, jointly organized national webinar on the modern aspect of library management and administration. The chairperson of this national webinar, manager of Shiv Shakti Education Societies, Honorable Professor Balasabji Dhande, Principal of Shiv Shakti College, Dr. Pratibha Kalme, Principal of SPM Gilani College, respected Dr. M. A. Shahjaz sir, research person of this session, respected R.T. Patil sir, coordinator of this webinar, Dr. Sanjay Shanmare and Mr. Vivek Jagtap, all the delegates friends present this webinar. Dr. R.T. Patil sir discuss here with the practical aspects of library management and administration. I am discussing here with the general aspect of library management and administration. Administration and management are age-old practice which had led human race to the course of its civilization in the 21st century, and because of this life would we have to suffer the immensely had this practice not been in the place. There is no denial in its nature itself has created order in its creativity, and we humans simply to carry forward this natural ethos to create the order out of disorder, if any. If we are able to see organized sectors in society, it is only because of the effective administration supplemented by utilization of the tool like management. Library and information centers are in the business of organization of knowledge and information. Since the inception of this institution, if we have a look at history of library administration and management, one can see how libraries had been efficiently organizing the sources of information in each era. But ancient, medieval, and modern, during all these eras, the only things which come into refuse, the library professionals in the organization of knowledge and its expectations were the innovative practices which are over a period of time become the integrated component of library practice. The present environment where the library principles, laws, canons, concepts, theories seek their roots in the innovative practices which professionals of library had been practicing during all the ages, especially in the absence of organized scientific lines of library science. The way most of the sciences, including library professionals, have been developed in modern era, every new innovative practice adds to the present lot of library literature and aim only is to library literature and aim to create the good stuff which they are prestigious and work for. In order to supervise the sustain this ever the fast changing world, libraries like rest of the institutions and innovative practices therefore are so as to fulfill the informative information requirements of their users in the most desired manner. Innovative innovation typically adds value by replacing old organizational forms and practices with new ones. It is very essential for library administration to adopt innovation and creative practices to meet the growing challenges and to provide the quality services every practice or even for that matter rules and regulations we abide by in our daily affairs is actually we outcome of innovation to overcome the administration and management difficulties faced by them. Similarly, we do carry out the innovative practices to overcome to the difficulties we face today, and these practices are slightly becoming the building blocks of practices which coming generating may have followed with the formal note. In the present discover, five keys library administration practice have been undertaken the evaluation, which by all the means have direct hearing upon the putting into ideas and innovation, encouraging new practices, adaptability, etc. Leading to human resource development, most of the innovations are outcome to managerial practice, which most of us understand at our respective place of the work internationally or simply. Work culture is one of the foremost prerequisites which determine the freedom of innovation and employees should have to and enjoy working in an organization mostly based on shared value and behavior norms. Personal and professional relationships do play a co-vital role, but mixing both together can produce results contrary to administrative aspects. Paying regard to both at their respective plans results into the building trust, medical support, linking, attention, performance, etc. And outcomes conceptions of effective administrating having. It is a fundamental integrated of the organization which is governed by the characteristics like power, distance, uncertainty, avoidance, individualization, and achievement orientation. Recommendation of National Knowledge Commission, NKC, supported with the 90% budget allocation of the Government of India and on education sector. The observation of NKC in general and its subsequent recommendation like establishment of national commissions, libraries, revampation of LIS education, training and research facilities, stopping of libraries, creating of library fund, modernizing the library management, ICT applications to library, etc. are some of the key areas identified where the need is to pay the emphasis only for the fact that libraries having the integrated component of teaching learning process. The innovative practice in library, the administration in the management, the some general aspect of library administration and management. The first one is subordinate superordinate relationship to ensure the efficient governance and the productivity work. atmosphere in the libraries, like every other institution, it is very important to maintain strong and cohesive relationship among the employees, both vertically as well as the horizontally, in respect to the hierarchy which human resource of any organization enjoys. The boss subordinate or subordinate super subordinate relations actually acts as a key to developing the mutual trust and faith among each other, and the term describes the level of dependence of the interaction of hierarchical level of organization. An employee should never feel alienated from the system of which she or he is the integral part. The active participation of the party subordinate in the decision-making process of the organization at their respective levels, apart from helping to give the vent to new ideas and innovation, to brings them closer to organization, gives them to feel emotional attachment and allegiance and commitment towards to organization. Being a well connected with higher administration of organization, an operational level employee is normally seen as a circumstance, but that is not case always. Similarly, subordinates who show the constructive association with their bosses to administration may be more committed to the institution, contrary to those who do not have enjoy good relation with them. The top administration should always try to ensure the develop strong vertical relation with their subordinate human resource, they are being the authoritative, demonstrative, supremacy, and superiority. This approach will be helped develop and maintain the trust will have for the good work culture and the organization promoting trust between the employee and employees, the strength of the bonds of the commitment in the executive things more effective manner. The second is operational autonomy, which most of the time people do substitute to each other, which otherwise should not have been. The delegation of authority means assigning of certain duties of responsibility along with the prescribed powers by superior or by the chief administration to these subordinate and giving them the authority to discharge the specific responsibility with the confines of the statutory provisions. Operational autonomy among working library professionals at subordinate level enables the superordinate to concentrate on the other important issue of the institutions. At the same time, subordinates groom themselves in independent work environment with full decision-making ability and such become a good successor of human resource at mid and top level management, which is a result in the long run helps and organization to improve the rendering activities and delivering the service more. The third one is human resource management, human resource development. The periodic training and orientation is the essential for the human resource development irrespective the profession or the field they are associated with the administrator or the manager working at different levels of hierarchical structures, including in libraries and information centers, are required to undergo skill development training from time to time, which is imperative to keep abreast of the latest development in the particular field. Training is significant method whereby employees are introduced to newer tools and techniques so as to enable to extract maximum with the minimum effort while executing the task which the otherwise so or many have remained utilized or hence contribute to significantly. Exposing employees to a stress management techniques help them to overcome various routine cognitive process. Malemployment or underemployment is the equally human resource problem. A good administration is who identify the true potential of his or her employees and assigns tasks to them as per their delivering capacity. The fourth one is employees' well-being. Welfare and betterment of an employee is equally a responsibility of administrator, and administrator cannot run away from this prime responsibility. A superordinate has ensure from all sides that these are that his or subordinate is not facing any kind of difficulty or harassment at workplace. Welfare includes any anything that is done from the comfort and improvement of employees, and it provides over and above salary. This also means we should give a good reasons to our employees to be associated with us, to work for us, and to be attached with us for longer duration. This will help in keeping the moral and motivation of the employees high. The very logic behind introducing the extending various welfare schemes helps to create efficient, health, and satisfied human resources. It is equally important to say to it that the employee should drag place out of this work. He or she should not find his or her job as a burden or doing the completion. There is every need and that administration should introduce the many welfare scheme as the possible as should be ensured the physical, cultural, religious, financial and every other security to an employee towards which the employee is looking for. Fifth one is the human resource retention. The previously hardly any attention used to be paid towards the retention of the human resource is in the institution or the organization, thanks to scientific management which help realize the administrator that how human resource is actually as assets for an organization. Her institution is not the liability as was the notation prevalent among the administrators who believed in the old school of thought. It was only the concept of scientific management which helped administrator to assess the need to importance of the retention of the trained and seasoned human resource. The conventional theories of the management used to uphold only those things as assets which very directly involved with the productions, like machines and tangible, but not the human resource. The institution of higher learning, like colleges, should make the provision to retain the talented human resource by safeguarding their interest and minimize uncertainty with regard to their job and other fundamental securities along with the timely growth. The longer stay of the employees will provide stability to functioning the institution, and therefore the college administrator may be follow few points for the welfare of the employees. Every change is now always. The sixth one is the periodic reforms. Change is the law of nature, and the one must change when the change become inventable. And the fact is also remains that the every change is not always a welcome change. So the need is to be embraced to those change which is are reformative in nature. When we talk about the reform in the library and information science, the first thing which is right to one's mind is about the newer and newer offering of technology, whereby the technology has already taken over most of the manual activities of library professionals by providing more automated services. Most of the innovations of innovative practices in the field of library and information science these days end up with the better and greater use of technology in handling library operations. Libraries were always rated as parasite institutes, as these house of wisdom were rated as non-profit making institutions, as their ultimate aims was to render services free of cost. But now, as has changed time, to so change the priorities. As such, present day library reforms tries for the converting these social non-profit making institution not just into the self-sustaining ones but into the profit making ones, especially in the era where the privatization of the higher education is one of the cards. Besides, Darwin the concept about the survival of the first fitness can be recurred. Every administration have it to seek and look for the newer to better means to substance instead of surviving the mercy of the others. Li- Librarian in the modern days library systems, there is not just one single type of professionals involved with handling various kind of library activities, but is other way to lack with the range of professionals representing vary of the subject. With the varied specializations, some of the professional community seems to managing and administration day-to-day library affairs include librarians, reference librarians, classifier, cataloger, LS teacher, content developer, content designer, content manager, data entry operators, etc. As as is said, innovative is the key to success. So holds true about the promoting and encouraging the innovative work culture at respective organizations, without which innovation is bound to die its own way. Expansion of higher education at global level in general and Indian particular has the thrown upon new vistas for administration and general and library administration, in particular in the under the privileging condition of the borrowed trained human resource, is equally an unfilled task. No institutions can afford to lose the trained human resource and assets far excellent to the support to the growth and development to its organization. Sharing cordial relationship at all hierarchical level of management is far most important and at its regular between the innovator and innovation. Delegation of authority plays the equally important role in the exploring the managerial attributes which rest with the subordinate employees. Responsibility without the authority is otherwise meaningless. Human resources development, human resource welfare, and human resource retention should always be encouraged. The vision of document very institution. And now I am conclude here my speech here. And Mari sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. You have stated the library management involves a lot of stuff like planning, making decisions concerning the library goals, organizing, assembling, and if need to coordinate human and other resources also required to actualize the library goals, controlling, monitoring, and various performance of the library, and even leading the way of putting efforts to stimulate the high performance. So thank you very much, sir, for being with us and guiding us. So participants, if there is any query or questions, you may ask directly to the resource person, or you are free to put your queries in inbox also. So if there any question from the participants, please unmute yourself and ask to directly resource persons. हॅलो, जगताप सर.
हॅलो.
हा सर, कोणाचा इनबॉक्स मध्ये काही क्वेश्चन आहे का?
हो, नाही सर.
ओके, सो there is no any query or any questions. So
Sir, myself.
I invite. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah, myself, Dr. Ranganathan. Sir, can you hear me?
yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Yeah, myself, Dr. Ranganathan, sir.
Oh, wow. Yes, sir.
Sir, regarding the weeding out policy, is there any, in the government organizations or aided institutions, is there any procedure for it?
Yes, the question is for whom, sir? Dr. Patil, sir?
Yeah, Dr. Patil.
Yes, sir. Sir, please.
Sir Patil, sir, mic is
Ah,
muted.
yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Ah,
So the bidding policy in the modern library aspects, some guidelines are already given by the state governments, and some university libraries add or revise some guidelines on the bidding policy of the library. The bidding policy is available are based on the circulation system. How many documents are circulated? So if 1000 documents are circulated, then you can bid out the 5 books after checking the 3 times. The stock verification first, stock verification second, and the stock verifications third. After 3 times, if the book is missing or not untraceable, then you think about that book is to be missing and weeded out. And all other all this is the natural phenomena of the these books are missing means already theft or missing from the library. And the other books that like wear and tear or the change in syllabi, you can weed out with the permission of the local management committee. That's no problem. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
okay. Is there another problem? Another query? So thank you, sir. Yes. Now I invite Honorable Balasaheb Dhande, sir, manager of Shiv Shakti Education Society, Kota, for his presidential speech. Sir, please.
Good afternoon to everybody. Library and Knowledge Resource Center, Shiv Shakti Arts, Commerce and Science College, Baburgaon, and SPM Science and Gilani Arts Commerce College, Ghatanji, jointly organized the national seminar on the eve of the Vachan Prerna Day, the birth anniversary of the Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, on modern aspects and library management and the administrations. And for such a seminar, resource person Honorable Mr. Ramesh Patil, Harmar University librarian, Santa Gadge Baba, Amravati University, Amravati, and Dr. Kishore Mandgaonkar, Chairman, US LISC, Santa Gadge Baba, Amravati University, as well as the librarian of Abasaheb Karvekar, Mahavidyalaya, Yavatmal. This seminar organized by Principal Dr. Pratibha Kalmeng, Shiv Shakti College, and Principal Dr. M.A. Shahjab, SPM College, Ghatanji. And the program is conducted coordinator Dr. Sanjay Shenmare, librarian, Shiv Shakti Mahavidyalaya, and second coordinator Vivek Japtak, librarian, SPM Science College, Gilani. For such seminar, most experienced person who had devoted his life after retirement also for studying the library more effective, more administrative, Mr. Ramesh Patil sir. मुझे कहना है कि जो लोग रिटायरमेंट के बाद में रिटायर नहीं होते और कुछ लोग रिटायरमेंट के पहले ही रिटायर हो जाते हैं, जो रिटायरमेंट के बाद में रिटायर नहीं होते वही लाइब्रेरी मैनेजमेंट या एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन अच्छे तरह से कर सकती है। जो रिटायरमेंट के पहले ही रिटायर हो जाते हैं उनके लिए जो ये सेमिनार जरा मुश्किल रहेगा, ऐसा मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है। और हमारे महाविद्यालय को हमने थर्ड रैंक किया है, उसमें B++ 2.85 CGPA प्राप्त हुआ है। इसकी वजह ये है कि हमारी जो लाइब्रेरी है, इस प्रोग्राम का जो कोऑर्डिनेटर है लाइब्रेरी को कॉलेज का आत्मा माना जाता है, हार्ट माना जाता है। वो अगर अच्छे से ऑपरेट होता है, करते हैं उसको, तो पूरा कॉलेज सशक्त हो जाता है। वहाँ जो पढ़ने वाले, पढ़ाने वाले सब सशक्त हो जाती है, और उसमें से ही महाविद्यालय की, प्राध्यापक की और वहाँ पढ़ने वाले स्टूडेंट की गुणवत्ता बढ़ती है। तो मेरा एक कहना है कि आपको सही में ये मॉडर्न एस्पेक्ट ऑफ लाइब्रेरी मैनेजमेंट और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इम्प्लीमेंट करना है। तो आपने रिटायरमेंट के बाद में रिटायर नहीं होना है, ऐसी इच्छा लेके अपने को महाविद्यालय में या महाविद्यालय रिटायर होने के बाद में भी काम करना है। मेरे ख्याल से मिस्टर रमेश पाटिल, डॉक्टर किशोर मांगावकर, इन्होंने जो पढ़ाई की है, इन्होंने जो अ, अपने को इस सेमिनार में जो दिया है, उसका उपयोग आज जो कंप्यूटर युग है उसका सही कम समय में उपयोग होने के लिए करना जरूरी है। पाटिल साहब ने रिटायर होने के बाद में भी अपने देश के बाहर में जाके जो कुछ देखा है, जो कुछ सीखा है, वहाँ क्या है, अपने यहाँ कहाँ क्या है, अपने यहाँ उसके करने की जरूरत है, नहीं है, अपन कर सकते हैं, उसके फायदे क्या है, ये प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट उन्होंने अपने स्पीच में अपने को दिया है। मुझे लगता है आप सब लोग अगर उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं तो ये सेमिनार सचमुच सक्सेस हुआ है। मैं आप सभी को ये सेमिनार में जो लोग पार्टिसिपेंट हुए हैं सबको धन्यवाद देता हूँ। आप सभी को ये प्रोग्राम में, सेमिनार में अटेंड हुए, हमको मार्गदर्शन किया है, इसके लिए आपको सबको मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ। थैंक यू।
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for guiding us and inspiring to work hard after the retirement also. So retirement is only related to the service, but if you are accepting your work as a passion, so it is just like an ideal experience of both resource persons. So thank you very much, sir. So now I invite Professor Vivek Jagtap, sir, librarian, SPM Science and Gilani Arts and Commerce College, the coordinator of this national seminar, for delivering a vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone, to one and all the present over here. Chairman of this program, Honorable Balasabji Dhande, Manager of Shivshakti Education Society, Kotha, Veni. Resource persons, Honorable Shri Ramesh Patil, sir, ex-University Librarian, Santa Gadge Baba Amravati University, Amravati. Honorable Dr. Kishore Mangaonkar, sir, Chairman, Board of Studies, Santa Gadge Baba Amravati University, Amravati. And also the librarian Abbasai Parvekar, Mahavidyalaya Yavatmal. Then respected Dr. M. Shehjaz sir, who is not present here, Principal SPM Science and Gilani Arts Commerce College Ghatanji, District Yavatmal, and respected Dr. Pratibha Karmeg ma'am, Principal and coordinator of this program. Dr. Sanjay Shenmare sir, librarian, Shivshakti Arts Commerce College and Arts Commerce and Science College, Baburgaon, and all the beloved participants. It is such an honor for me to get the opportunity to thank you all dignitaries on behalf of the library and resource centers of both the colleges and our participants. I extend a warm welcome to the people in the gathering. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of this webinar for their presence and contribution to make this webinar a great success. I extend my gratitude to all our Honorable Patil sir and Mangaonkar sir to take out time from their busy schedule to grace the event. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging us with your words on this special day. A special thanks to Dr. M. A. Shehjaz sir, Principal of SPM College, and Dr. Kalmeg ma'am, Principal of Shiv Shakti College, for providing immense support to make the webinar successful. I extend my gratitude to Dr. Shenmare sir, librarian, Shiv Shakti College, to jointly organize a webinar with me, even during such pandemic. I must thank the organizing team, which are we, we both, for working hard for the past few days to make this webinar successful. I congratulate all the participants for their active participation. Thank you very much once again for making it a great success. And one announcement is there also. The feedback link of this webinar will be shared, will be forwarded to all the groups on 8 o'clock. So thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Dharma Parikar sir, thank you very much for sharing your valuable time.
Thanks to
Thank you, sir.
Mr.
Shenmare
Vasu,
sir,
Thank you, sir.
thank you very much. Thank you very much for organizing such a good event. And really, Patil sir has given a wide canvas of foreign libraries, which we need to implement in our India also, because
Yes.
Indian libraries are lacking behind in the skill. They are also having a Wi-Fi, computers, everything is there, but basic thing is they lack the skill to manage, to implement all the things. But somehow 99% of the experiences which Patil sir has shared is already implemented in India. Only the thing is that we have to restructure the syllabus of MLIS and BLIS
MLS. Yes.
for bringing innovative ideas in Indian libraries. I am also thankful to Badgaonkar sir for a very nice lecture on the modern technology, implementation of modern technology. And I look forward to hear his lecture again and again. Thank you very much for your organizing such a good event.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Dharam Parikar.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. So see you all,
Balasaheb,
sir.
धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
बाळासाहेब धन्यवाद.
नमस्कार भाषा धन्यवाद.
पाटील
पाटील
सर,
सर, मनापासून धन्यवाद.
बाळासाहेब तुमची फार आठवण काढत होते आणि सरांचं म्हणणं आहे की एक वेळा कॉलेजला बोलू त्यांना
हो, बोलवा ना, आम्ही तयारच असतो.
पर्सनली. ऍक्च्युली हा प्रोग्राम आम्हाला कॉलेजला पर्सनली घ्यायचा होता, पण आता ते कोरोनामुळे आपण थोडं थांबलो.
आता 23 ऑक्टोबर पासून
नाही.
कॉलेज चालू होणार आहे.
हा
सुरू होत आहे. आपण
23
एकवीसला घेऊ
पासून चालू
शकतो.
होणार आहेत आता.
हा हा नक्की सर.
आणि सर,
पुन्हा भेटू.
मी बोलताना जसं ग्रँड सक्सेस शब्द वापरला जरा थोडा मोठा झाला असेल, परंतु यासाठी वापरला कारण 853 पार्टिसिपंट जॉईन झाले, रजिस्टर झाले सर.
हा, ते काय लायब्ररी साहेबचे ग्रुप्स आहेत ना, त्याच्यामुळे त्यांनी
हा.
वाईट पब्लिसिटी करून
आणि आपण ते जॉईन होऊ शकले नाही कारण कसं 100ची लिमिट असते याला, त्यामुळे ते 100च्या वर जाऊ शकते. तरी मी दुसरी लिंक प्रोव्हाइड केली होती.
बरोबर.
तिकडे फेसबुकवर आणि युट्यूबवर होते सर सगळे.
हो, हो,
चालेल, चालेल, चालेल.
हो हो मध्ये मध्ये थोडा नेट प्रॉब्लेम येत राहतो.
इतका ओव्हरवेल्मिंग रिस्पॉन्स मिळाला, हे खूप झालं.
नाही सर,
आणि
वर्षभर
ऑलमोस्ट
मी बघितलं, वर्षभर बरेच सेमिनार झाले. आमचे लायब्ररी फेडअप झाले होते की किती सेमिनार अटेंड करायचे. काय हा जवळपास शेवटचा सेमिनार असल्यासारखा आहे. काय हा म्हणजे वेब सेमिनार म्हणत आहे मी. आता कॉलेज चालू झाले की मग फिजिकल सेमिनार अरेंज करतील. त्याच्यामुळे मलाही असं वाटत होतं की शेवटी किती लोक रिस्पॉन्स देतील, परंतु शेनमारे साहेबांनी बराच प्रयत्न केला आणि आमच्या
दोघांचे प्रयत्न
मोटिवेट केलं.
दोघांचे प्रयत्न आहेत आमचे सगळ्यांचे.
अटेंड करा. काय
शेनमारे सर इंटरनॅशनल पर्सनॅलिटी आहे म्हटलं.
हो हो, नाही त्यांची मी नेहमी भाषणे ऐकतो. काय मला फार आवडतात शेनमारे साहेबांचे भाषण.
सर तुमचा विद्यार्थी आम्ही बस.
आणि प्रॅक्टिकल आस्पेक्ट सुद्धा असतात आणि स्वतः करतात सुद्धा ते. त्यामुळे
मला एवढं माहिती आहे की मी तुमचा विद्यार्थी आहे.
आवडतात आणि माझा विद्यार्थी असल्यामुळे मी त्यांना गाईड करत राहतो की तुम्ही असं करा, तसं करा. खूप भाषण लांबू नका, आम्हाला बोर होऊन राहिलो.
थँक्यू सर. थँक्यू.
माणगावकरचा प्रश्नच नाही, आमचे कलिगच होते टीचिंग मध्ये. वेगवेगळ्या कमिटीवर कामच केलेलं आहे. त्याच्यामुळे हसमुख पर्सनॅलिटी आहे माणगावकर सर म्हणजे. छान झाला छान झाला आणि टाइमली झाला छान झाला.
भेटू सर लवकर.
हा, हा.
नमस्कार उषा मॅडम.
भेटू सर लवकर.
ठीक आहे ओके.
ठीक आहे.
थँक्यू सर, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. थँक्यू ऑल. थँक्यू.
थँक्यू सर.
थँक्यू सर.
जगताप सर.
हो.
हा, विथ द परमिशन ऑफ चेअर
हो.
लिव्ह मीटिंग बंद करतो.
शेनवारे सर आणि जगताप सर दोघांच्या मनापासून अभिनंदन.
धन्यवाद मॅडम, धन्यवाद.
दोघांच्या मनापासून
सगळ्यांचे
अभिनंदन.
टीमवर्क आहे. सगळ्यांचं टीमवर्क आहे. ऍक्च्युली रिसोर्स पर्सनच्या नावावर एवढे लोक आले. आपण नाही.
मॅडम तुमच्याकडच्या activities बऱ्याच चालतात. मी पाहिलं ना बाबुळगावचा शेनवारे मला माहित होतं. म्हणजे रेडिओवर बातम्या,
पाटील सरांनी दोनही खूपच छान झाले.
सोशल मीडियाचा बाबू हे शेनवारे बराच उपयोग करून घेतात. टीव्हीवर रेडिओवर म्हणजे चालूच ठेवतात ते. असं वाटतं किती पब्लिसिटी करत आहे.
जगताप सरांचं याने खूप मोठं कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन आहे बरं. यावेळेस सगळं जगताप सरांनी हँडल केलं.
हो ना.
तुमचा सपोर्ट आहे चांगला शेनवारे.
तुम्ही काय मगाशी
पाटील सर आजच्या टीव्हीवर न्यूज येईल.
हा तेच म्हणत आहे मी.
ठीक आहे.
ठीक आहे
चला, थँक्यू सर.
थँक्यू मॅडम.
थँक्यू ऑल. थँक्यू ऑल. चलो जगताप सर.
हो.
थँक्यू.
ओके.
थँक्यू.